Hey friends, welcome back to Untethering Shame. I'm your host, Kyira, and today we're diving into a topic that hits especially hard for my fellow overachievers and high functioners out there. If you've ever been told or feared that your standards are too high, this episode is for you. But spoiler alert, I'm not here to tell you to lower them. What I am here to do is challenge the framework that those standards are built on. Because it's not the height of your standards that's the problem. It's the context around them that might be keeping you stuck, burnt out, or disconnected from your full self. So let's talk about standards, those we hold for ourselves and those we place on others. But before we dive in, I want to let you know about a new segment on the podcast called Ask Me Anything. Every Monday, I'm answering your real, unfiltered questions about shame, boundaries, burnout, identity, relationships, all of it. You can submit your question anonymously or with your name, whatever feels safest for you. And nothing's off limits. Well, almost nothing. The link to submit is in the show notes below, so be sure to check that out after you listen to this episode. All right, let's get into it. So in my work, I see a lot of high-performing, highly capable folks who've spent their lives chasing perfection, not to show off or diminish others, but to survive, to belong, to be seen as worthy enough to stay in the room. And when we start talking about burnout, time, energy, and capacity, I often suggest a reframe around their goals or expectations. And without fail, I'll get hit with, wait, are you saying my standards are too high? Or, so you think I should lower my expectations? Now, I get why they ask. That's often the implied message we hear in burnout recovery or boundary work. But let me be clear. I'm not here to take your ambition away. I'm asking, can we find more balance in the way we're showing up in our lives? See, the work isn't actually about lowering your standards. It's about broadening your view. For those navigating high-functioning anxiety or perfectionism, the standards tend to be laser-focused on the roles and achievements that offer external validation. Work performance, parenting, image, productivity. These are the zones where praise flows freely. So we double down on them. But it's like having 10 plants and one watering can you refill every day. Instead of tending to all the plants, you keep watering the same 3, hoping that it'll be enough. Meanwhile, the others, self-care, rest, creativity, emotional expression, wither away. Why? Because society has taught us that those other plants don't offer a good return on investment. They don't earn you gold stars. They don't bolster your resume. So they're dumped. But here's the truth. Those neglected areas, they're vital. They're the things that give us the energy, capacity, and resilience to show up in those performance-driven roles in a sustainable, meaningful way. So if you found yourself coming back to this show or doing personal development work over and over, feeling like something's broken or not working, it's probably not you. It's that your system is running on a skewed hierarchy of what matters. So no, I'm not asking you to lower your expectations. I'm inviting you to stop setting standards based on fear, scarcity, and negative core beliefs, especially around time, success, and worthiness. Instead, ask yourself, what might it look like to broaden my standards to include play, rest, and joy? How could I maximize my output by also tending to my body, mind, and soul? Who am I really trying to impress or prove something to? What's the cost of staying in this race? This is an invitation to expand, not shrink your life, to stop living in service of the expectations shame handed you and instead start crafting standards that honor your whole self. As always, I'd love to hear what's coming up for you. What standards are you rethinking? What plants in your life need a little more or less water? Feel free to shoot me a message or tag me on social media if this episode resonates with you. And don't forget to share it with someone else who might need this reminder today. If you're not already on the AR Insider list, check out the link in the show notes to sign up. You'll get tools, insights, and exclusive discounts delivered straight to your inbox every week. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Remember, you have the power to write your own story. So let's go get that pen back. I'll see you next time.